Wow. It's crazy, folks. CNN. Hold up. Real quick. I wanna hear what he says one more time. Let's go back.
This just into
And we'll
CNN.
discuss.
Big Democratic donor George Clooney, of course, the actor, has just called for President Biden to step aside. CNN's Arlette Saenz joins us now from the White House. Arlette, obviously, this is not going to be welcome news over there. What can you tell us?
No, it won't be, Jim. And this is a significant new New York Times op-ed from actor George Clooney. Now, to remind viewers, George Clooney was one of those celebrities that headlined a major Los Angeles fundraiser with President Biden back in June. And today, he is saying that he believes it is time for President Biden to step aside from this 2024 campaign. Now, George Clooney wrote extensively about President Biden, saying, "We are not going to win in November with this president." He recounted being with Biden at that fundraiser, saying, "It's devastating to say it, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe big effing deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at that debate." He goes on to say, "Our party leaders need to stop telling us that 51 million people didn't see what we just saw. We're
That's
also
crazy.
terrified by the prospect of a second Trump term, that we've opted to ignore every warning sign." This is significant as, of course, George Clooney holds a very large platform. He is well known, but he has also been a longtime Democratic supporter, fundraising not just for Joe Biden, but also for former President Barack Obama. Now, it comes, as you have heard, these deep reservations expressed from various wings of the Democratic Party, from some lawmakers up on Capitol Hill, some donors also indicating that they are concerned about what it would mean to have President Biden at the top of the Democratic ticket in November after that debate. And now you are hearing George Clooney, a key Democratic supporter, key actor, key activist, adding to that chorus of calls for President Biden to step aside. Now, President Biden and his team are simply charging ahead with this campaign at this moment. President Biden right now is speaking at an AFL-CIO meeting as he's trying to shore up support among union leaders who the campaign believes would be key heading into a November election. But certainly this is another pressure point for President Biden as they are having a major Democratic name call for him to step aside at this moment.
See, George Clooney, he's the way that this lady was, I guess, wording George Clooney's feelings towards Joe Biden. It was like George Clooney was saying that the Democrats got comfortable. They got comfortable, and they just set up this whole Trump campaign to come back for just setting up Trump to succeed at this point. It's so crazy. George Clooney saying this. George Clooney donated a lot of money. Is he gonna get that money back? Can he say no? Can he get a refund on that money? I don't know how all that stuff works. I'm sure he is. It sounds like he's very disappointed and displeased with that donation, that recent donation that he made. That's very interesting. It's crazy, and somehow they're saying that President Obama had some kind of push, allegedly, to have George come out and say this, but it's George Clooney has every right to come out and be like, "Yo, this guy's got to step down." He has every right to. But it's interesting though, because where was George Clooney all this whole time, folks? Shout out to George Clooney. It's a really good actor. I liked him in what's that movie, Three Kings, with him and Ice Cube. I forgot the other folks in that. Interesting movie. And obviously he's the Ocean's 11, guy, Hollywood actor. Wow. He seems to be real, tight with President Joe Biden and President Obama. Him and Julia Roberts. Shout out to Julia Roberts. These folks have a lot, the folks on the Democratic side. I mean, we all have a lot to think about here, but I think these folks on the Democratic side, they have a lot to think about. And right now, we're just watching everything unfold in real time. Let me know what you folks think in the comment section below. Hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. We just watched CNN and their thoughts, what George Clooney pretty much calling Joe Biden to step aside. Let me know what you folks think.